Welcome back, everyone, to Studio B here. My name's Kelly Lang, joined by Anna Prosser-Robertson, and we got Leah Koons and Adam Bradford joining us from Cursed. Guys, how are you doing? How are you enjoying your day so far?
We are doing great. Thank you guys so much for having us.
This is quite the party.
It is quite the party.
Right, and of course you guys are wearing D&D Beyond shirts. For those that don't know at home, what exactly is D&D Beyond?
D&D Beyond is an official digital tool set for the 5th edition of Dungeons & Dragons. It's something that the fan base has wanted for quite some time, and we knew that with our expertise in the video gaming space that we would be able to leverage that experience and make this a reality for fans.
So what exactly it is, I was described as a compendium for Dungeons & Dragons. Any information you need is in this.
Exactly. We really want to be able to make it a lot easier for people to interact and get that information during a game while you guys are at the table. We all have been there where you're trying to search something really, really quick and it takes a while. So we wanted to be able to make it really easy. You can put it up on your tablet, on your laptop, on your phone, whatever it is, get that information really quick. And we're making sure that that's just in phase 1, and we've got a bunch of other phases coming that we're super excited about.
Well, what's phase 2?
Phase 2 will be character management. So we will be launching a character builder that a veteran can come in and very, very quickly make a character, but it's also very accessible for beginners that are very new to the game. They'll be able to come there, see all the help text that they need, and be able to create that character from the ground up with little to no assistance. And then also a big part of that is an interactive digital character sheet. And actually, when I was playing a little earlier, we got a little bit of buzz about me texting on a telephone, and that's actually not what was happening. I was using the interactive digital character sheet, and so we were using that at the table. So we're really excited to get that in players' hands as well.
When you say interactive character sheet, what are you referring to exactly?
You are able to track statuses, you're able to track your current hit points, anything that's happening to the character. If you change equipment, all of that will update automatically. You'll see how that impacts your armor class or anything else that might impact your character. So there are a lot of calculations that are going on in the background, and you'll have that available for you at the table.
Wow.
Sadly, it takes away my ability to be like, oh, I totally have one extra spell slot. I absolutely do. Because they can be like, no, you don't. We know you don't because you marked it. So.
All right, so you talked about phase 1, phase 2, and I heard that a little bit something about phase 3. Are you guys, I know that's obviously further down the line, but are you able to allude to some of the things in phase 3?
Yeah, actually, very happy to announce here that phase 2 will be released this month.
Oh,
we're not going to go
month.
with this month. So we're not going to go with anything specific yet, but we know that it will be coming this month, and we won't talk about exactly when phase 3 is coming, but it is going to be a much shorter wait between phase 3 and phase 2.
Great.
All of our devs at the office probably just had a small heart attack, but yeah, phase 3 is going to be coming down the pipeline hopefully soon after that, and that of course is going to be homebrew content. So that's going to be able for all of us that have our own fun things that we love bringing into games that we've all created at our own tables to be able to bring that into the game and be able to track that and make that a more usable feature for us.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
And also we will have campaign management where a dungeon master can invite other players and characters into a campaign, and we will be able to use that campaign in future tools when we start to create encounter builders and combat trackers and everything else that's on our roadmap.
Is this on mobile as well? Is this a PC thing only, or is it on mobile?
It's available on any type of device. Okay. So anywhere that you can access a web browser, you can access the tool set itself. And we are also, in parallel, creating a native mobile app that will be available after launch.
Don't get me wrong, I love having my 10 D&D books with me, and if I need to figure out what skill does what, I have to flip through all of them. But that sounds like just really convenient.
Yeah.
It sounds cool to be able to play online with it for streaming, but actually just for someone that plays on a tabletop with a bunch of their friends, having my phone with me actually sounds like pretty easy to just be like, all right, my character has this skill with this, okay.
Exactly. I mean, and I think that so many people love the tactile feel of the books, and I think that that's so much of what everyone loves about D&D. But D&D Beyond is really trying to make it more convenient for those of us that forget our 15 bucks or want to have a different kind of experience. And especially for newer players like myself, I am a tiny baby, and people hand me a book, and I'm like, I don't know what you want me to do with this. Like, I have no idea where any of this is. So for me as a newer player, it's been really nice for me to be able to look things up in a way that's much more natural to me, since I didn't grow up with these books in my hands. So now I can be like, like, I still have no idea what this spell does, and I can very easily do that instead of having to bother my DM to be like, hi, can you find it? Do you know where, I don't know. So it makes it a lot easier, and it has helped me get more into the game and be able to just focus on the table and having a lot of fun there. It takes a lot of the like panicked, oh my God, my turn is coming up and I don't know what any of this does. So that's been good.
We do want to be clear that the books themselves, this will be a chance for players to own an entirely digital copy of these rule books. So it's not pieces of the rule books that we're parsing out across the site. When you are able to unlock and purchase the player's handbook, for instance, you'll get the entirety of that content, including all of the artwork, and everything will be available. But then on top of that, you'll also get that content available to you in the rest of the tool set, whether it's the listings with the advanced filtering capability, in the character builder and character management, and any other tool that we make down the road.
And this is available in beta right now.
Oh, beta, yeah. You guys can get in right now.
Where can they get it? dndbeyond.com.
That's it. Yeah, no, right now, Phase 1 is absolutely open to everyone, and we've had a really, really active user base to kick off. We announced back at PAX East, and within, I think, the first 48 hours, we had over 55,000 people signed up, which is crazy and so exciting, and now I think we have about over 100,000 beta testers, which has been fantastic. So that's been great for us to be able
Great
to...
feedback, I'm sure.
Fantastic feedback. Our forums are really, really active. We have a lot of super dedicated people coming in and being like, why doesn't this have tooltips? And we're like, oh, all right, we'll do tooltips now. You know, we have so many fun things on our roadmap of being able to interact with the community, figure out their tweaks and things, and also find a few misspellings has been super, super great. So it's been a lot of fun.
I was curious because this is a pretty monumental step. Wizards has never, made a tool like this available before. Digital copies of the books is a huge deal. And I'm curious how that process has been in thinking about how do we preserve what's amazing about what exists for Wizards and how do we offer something totally new and something a little bit curse-like, that gamers will want to use. So tell me about that collaboration.
So I think that when we internally pitched this, we knew that as a company we were looking to move into other types of markets, and we've been in the video gaming space for a long time, and we knew that tabletop gaming has exploded, and we had several people inside the office that were extremely passionate about tabletop gaming, and so I was one of them.
Launched a campaign immediately.
So we launched a campaign in the office, and it took on like wildfire, and it's kind of taken over our office, and we're really happy about that. And all of that passion that kind of came from that is what we're putting into this. And so once we got that pitched, we made a proof of concept, and we came to Wizards of the Coast and said, hey, this is what we would like to do. We know we want to partner with you. And they jumped on that opportunity, and we've had a really good working relationship, and we're able to take that.
Exciting. It's like, I mean, you're a fan, you're like a nerd, and you made this for other nerds, right?
Absolutely.
And to have the people that like made D&D to be like, yeah, that's a good idea, let's work with you. That's kind of, I'm a little jealous right now. I don't know, like you should feel really proud right now as a D&D player.
I'm happy to get it out to everyone.
We all do. Yeah, no, and that's what's been great about Curse is that Curse from day one, I mean, we started back in, with World of Warcraft, but we've always been about communities, and we know that the tabletop community is a rampant one, and there's a lot of great things that our experience can bring to that, and it's also so much fun to work with a company that we didn't even really have to pitch it that hard. The second we were like, hey, we want to make this thing that will help players, and Wizards was like, done, do it. Absolutely. We are completely down. So that's been really great to know that we're working on a tool set that we need, that we play test a lot, not just very hard work playing all this D&D for research, but yeah, it's been great to, it's been a lot of fun, and we know that we can hear the community, we're getting what they need, and still making it very clear that, Wizards of the Coast has created something that is so incredible. And the fact that we can take our time and take all of our expertise to build a tool that will help the community and bring in new players like myself the first time I played, I was so confused. Yeah. I was so lost. I still get lost, but making it easier for more people to get in.
And not just the players, but the DMs as well, who are people that are expected to know everything about it, but you sometimes forget the thing here and there, right?
Absolutely.
Like, that's pretty good.
In the past, to be a good DM, you really need to know where things are in books. Like, you need to know the general, place where you would open the book to find it. So that's kind of interesting. And I especially think of that in terms of, for me, Dungeons & Dragons and streaming are inextricably linked. So you mentioned not only only for streaming, but maybe people don't know how D&D Beyond would work with streaming. What are some of the applications you think that D&D Beyond has for people who are streaming or watching D&D on streams?
So I think that one of the things that we're really excited to get out very quickly after launch is with all the data that we will have available to us with these characters, and as people begin to create campaigns, we'll be able to utilize some really interesting new technology that Twitch is testing at the moment to really improve engagement on the stream itself. And we're going to actually show a little bit of a window into that in a little while. Another thing that we're really excited about is we're kind of getting in. Yeah, I'm really excited about this part.
I
like to
say
say
just
it.
get it
Like,
over
tell
and
us,
over.
tell us.
So we are working on something else, but before we get into that, we want to play a little bit of a game with you two, if you guys are game. So, all right.
We thought
You
this
do?
might be the
You
right
like games,
group.
Kelly?
All right, so one of the things that happens all the time at the table is we wonder how you can say and pronounce certain words at the table.
In Dungeons and Dragons, there's weird creatures.
So
There are
many.
some really strange words out there. And so we wanted to see if we could let you guys try to pronounce some of these monsters and these races here.
You're
So-
flipping through this. Is so cool. It looks like cards that all of the monsters are on with their pictures and their
It's
names.
awesome.
So,
So-
hopefully the folks at home can see some of this as well.
Okay, so this one is Firbolg.
Yeah, it's up on there.
Yeah, there we go.
How would you pronounce that
Firbolg.
first one?
Firbolg.
Fearbolg.
I kept saying Fireblog. I know that's not right.
even
Well,
remotely
you got,
right.
you know, the curse logo. It's
Yeah,
a hot
I got-
thing.
yeah,
So-
it's on my
Yeah, that
mind.
makes sense.
All right,
Okay.
so what about this one?
Okay, Genasi. Genasi.
Genasi, what do you think?
Ganassi.
Ganassi, all right.
I'm going to say Ganassi.
All right, so
go
then
with
this...
like-
Okay, this one is hilarious. This is Sahuagin, and actually, on Misclicks D&D, these show up all the time, and we always say it wrong. It's become Sahugwin on ours.
Sahugwin,
That's not
okay.
that's not how you pronounce it. It makes no sense. But that is the official Misclicks pronunciation of it.
Sahuagin.
Sahuagin.
I think it's Sahuagin. That's what I think.
Oh.
Sahuagin, okay,
Okay,
all right.
okay.
We'll see how you did there. And then that last one, the big boy.
Tarrasque. Trask.
Tarasque?
Tarsk.
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 Yes.
All right. So
right, how'd we do?
We are very
Did we win?
excited to see, to actually announce right now that we are working with Matt Mercer and Marisha Ray to provide an official pronunciation guide that will be housed within D&D Beyond.
Is he working with wizards to make sure that this is
Yes.
actually
Yes.
okay?
Yes.
It's just how he
will
says
be
it,
the
right?
Official, legitimate pronunciation.
But I
look-
mean, we can all
Everyone
keep
in.
our official pronunciations, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, okay.
Anyone can do what they want to do at their table, but this is a guide that can help people. Let's see how you guys did.
Okay, I'm excited.
Hopefully it all worked out.
Fearbolg, Ganassi, Sahuagin, Tarrasque,
Sahuagin was one of them.
Was it Sahuagin?
It was Sahuagin.
Yeah.
Oh.
Huh.
Very, very
what
well
did I
done,
say?
actually.
Sahuagin?
Sahuagin,
Yeah, that
yeah.
didn't work. Oh well.
So we're really excited about that. That's going to be rolling out in the next couple of weeks, to be honest.
In D&D Beyond, you're going to be able to, like, if you personally yourself don't know what it's, like, pronounced.
You'll be able to click on it, and it will. And Matt Mercer will say, or Mercer will say exactly the way it's supposed to be said.
Is it just monsters, or are there some spells that are confusing?
We're starting with monsters and deities and races, and we're going to expand that over time to include the other game elements.
Are you
So
guys going to have, like, announcer packs in there where, like, you can offer
be
different
amazing.
personalities
we want
to
you
come
guys
in?
to do a little bit.
I was
Yeah,
gonna say, I'll take
exactly.
the Kelly Link announcer pack.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we've got a lot of really cool stuff coming down the pipeline. That's what's been great about this. And Chris has so much experience with doing it, and we can make a really exciting roadmap and take the time to find these cool, awesome, sometimes stuff that the community itself even suggests. And another thing, of course, you know, now that Curse is owned by Twitch, streaming is such an important thing, and I think has really developed the game and the D&D scene. So we're really excited that we're going to be able to build up and make watching D&D even better than it's been before, and we'll be able to do integrations. Where you'll be able to see exactly what's going on with that person. If they're poisoned, you'll be able to see that, what those effects are, what are their
that's so
hit points.
cool.
Yeah, because
As a viewer, you can even, like, it's your own
Exactly.
compendium.
Exactly. So we're really, really excited about that. It's been a really exciting ride for us, and We've got a lot going on.
I think we might share a little teaser
please.
of exactly how
we have the
that
video.
You know what?
stream integration is going to work.
Adam, Leah, thank you guys so much for joining
thank
us.
you.
Of course, D&D Beyond, guys, you can download the beta right now at dndbeyond.com. But yeah, let's go check out that teaser trailer right now before we go to our next interview.